with quality trophies, medals, plaques, and awards with Performance Trophy and Medals of Randolph. Call us today at 973-989-8775.
This game is brought to you by Aaron Mizzarelli of State Farm in Randolph. My licensed and experienced team members are here to serve you for all of your insurance and financial service needs in New Jersey and New York. We offer excellent customer service, and our office is conveniently located in Randolph, New Jersey. For a free auto, home, life, or business quote, visit us at aaronmizzarelli.com or call us at 973-389-9999.
Blue Nail was superior in almost every aspect. We've worked with contractors for almost everything in the firehouse, and Blue Nail really made us feel comfortable all the way through, from the contract to pre-planning to scheduling, getting the job done. We are thrilled that they were able to do the job for us.
We offer installation of siding, vinyl, and composite. We also do replacement windows, doors, roofs, decks, attic insulation, and e-shield.
Your entry door is your guest's first impression before entering your home. Make it a lasting one with Maslin Door Company, Sussex County's source for the largest selection of iron doors in New Jersey. Visit us today for professional and personable service from design to installation. Choose from elegant and secure iron doors to grace your home, or beautiful fiberglass doors in a wide variety of color and style. Call Maslin Door for a free in-home estimate, or visit our showroom and tell them Hudson sent you.
Einhorn Barbarito, Frost Botwinick, Nunn & Musmano is a full-service law firm guiding you through divorce, estate planning, personal injury, criminal defense, and other life-changing events. To learn more, visit us at einhornlawyers.com. Einhorn Barbarito, with you every step of the way.
WIS gives me the freedom to be entrepreneurial, innovative. I feel supported to bring 100% of myself and my personality to work each and every day. I'm the CEO of WIS Family Office. I have 2 amazing children. I'm the daughter of French and Italian immigrants. Above all, I'm someone who derives strength and confidence from my ability to connect with others, and I strive to make a difference in their lives.
If you live in Andover, Blairstown, Byram, Frankfurt, Franklin, Frieden, Frelinghuysen, Greene, Hampton, Hardwick, Hope, Knowlton, Lafayette, Newton, Sparta, Stillwater, Sussex, and Wantage. Planet Networks is building high-speed fiber in your neighborhood. Visit getplanetfiber.com today to learn more.
Hey parents, Anchor Golf and Recreation is now registering full and half-day golf camps. Anchor Golf Day Camps are designed to teach children fundamentals of golf. To register your child for golf camp, go online and click the registration tab at anchorgolfcenter.com. Anchor now has 4 dedicated outdoor lighted pickleball courts. Call to reserve your court today. Check out Anchor's 18-hole miniature golf course with new features. It's fun for the whole family. Anchor Golf and Recreation offers so much more. Call or see us at anchorgolfcenter.com.
You think you need to do something academically for your child this summer, but you're not sure what? Come see us at Sylvan. We know exactly how to help your child, and it's fun here. Be proactive and make learning part of your summer schedule. Visit sylvansummer.com today.
Hi, I'm Dan from George J. Keller & Sons. My family-owned company has provided superior service to local homeowners since 1980. And based on the strength of our commitment to you and your positive reviews and feedback, we are now a GAF 3-star President's Club winner. That's right, one of 30 winners out of 2,600 Master Elite dealers nationwide. Our seasoned pros provide the best service and quality products from beginning to end of your project. Give us a call today for your free estimate.
Go ahead, take a deep breath. Oh, nice, huh? That's some clean, fresh air at the perfect temperature.
That is good. Who installed the system?
ICS. They're the leaders in HVAC. They make the ductwork at their own factory, so we even save some money.
That's impressive. You recommend them?
It's ICS for HVAC.
I see why.
Hey, Lorraine, go get a big plastic bag. Take some air home with you.
Hi, my name is Andrew Shaka. I'm one of the owners here at New Jersey Siding and Windows. We are a family-owned residential remodeling firm. Everything we offer here is quality and comes with great warranties. If it's a residential home, there's no home too big for us to work on.
Have you or someone you love been seriously injured? The personal injury lawyers of Einhorn, Barbarito, Frost, Botwinick, Nunn, and Musmano can help you seek compensation to ease the road of recovery ahead. To learn more, visit us at einhornlawyers.com. Einhorn Barbarito, with you every step of the way.
For years, it had been the same routine, working all night. Ah, those beautiful faces. I wanted more, for me, for them, for our futures. There was this day that something changed, a simple moment of dress-up. It opened my eyes.
Take charge of your future and go big at CCM.
My room is so cold, my fish froze.
Mine's so hot, my sneakers melted.
Rooms with different temperatures? That means your HVAC system is outdated and wasting energy. At ICS, we'll install an energy-efficient system that provides a constant flow of clean, fresh air at the perfect temperature in every room. You could save money each month, and the price we quote is the price you'll pay. Get a quote today. See why we say ICS for HVAC.
I see why.
Third down to give. Montella cuts back up the middle, and he's over 1,000 yards, and he's off to the races.
Up in the air, blocked down! Dumping in, wide open net. Too easy right there. Ollie Chapman, she'll take off from the wing. That one's good.
Webb trying to get the pin.
Here we go.
And it got it! That would win it for Warren Hill.
Great senior night ceremony here at Lenby Valley High School.
A 63 save performance by Casey Connor, the Crimson.
And he break his record. Penty Edwards wins it.
First game of your conference schedule.
So good, and we're all so pumped and just happy to look.
Lineups ahead tonight on more Sussex.
It's a football night in Wanacue. Welcome to Wanacue Lakeland High School, Lakeland Regional High School. Between this matchup, the final Patriot Red Division matchup for the Lancers. They are 3-4, and they are up against the Vernon Vikings at their final road regular season game. It is currently about 65 degrees, where it's currently 65. Our game time temperature brought to you by ICS, keeping you cool when it's hot and warm when it's cold. Go to ICHVAC.com for all your comfort needs. And also Open Road Mazda Morristown. First-time car buyers, listen up. Open Road Mazda Morristown has your back. Discover affordable, dependable vehicles for less than $15,000. Backed by a rock-solid 5-day money-back guarantee. Drive with confidence. Drive with Open Road Mazda of Morristown. Click or link below for more details, as well as abatefence.com, 973-827-4167. Family owned and operated, serving Sussex County as well as surrounding counties, New Jersey since 1978. Mountain Creek, mountaintcreek.com, New Jersey's most unique water park. Simpson Roofing, serving the tri-state area since 1922. We are a family business committed to providing exceptional roofing services for generations. SimpsonRoofingCo.com, 973-794-3500. Jeremy at SimpsonRoofingCo.com. Central Supply, trusted suppliers of Mason materials since 1913. The Glenwood and Il Palazzo Restaurant and Catering, a family-owned and operated small business that has resided in Wanacue since 1978. From fresh inspired cuisine to service that makes you feel like family, our establishment is the perfect backdrop for life's most celebrated moments. And Sam's Bar and Grill, it's not just a place to eat, it is a cornerstone of our community. Whether you are in the mood for a cozy dinner or a night out with friends and family, Sam's is the place to be. After tonight's game, stop in for appetizers, burgers, delicious dessert, and special drinks for all those tired parents. When you're looking for your next meal, stop by Sam's any day of the week for a great meal and a great time. I know that they'll have this game on. This is the second to last regular season game for Lakeland, and they are back at home. And let's bring that up as we first start to talk about the locals. Last year, they had a myriad of games at home after going on the road and beating Sparta. Then by week 5, they were done with home games. They were on the road for 3.5 weeks, got implemented as a 5 seed, so they had to go on the road, not anywhere that close, as we let everyone know that is in the New York area. The New York baseball Mets have an 8-1 lead over Los Angeles, trying to save their season. What a night for New York, New Jersey sports, but we're happy you're here on Big State Sports. But anyway, it was a hop, skip, and a jump, not too far for Lakeland's first playoff matchup against Pequannock, where they won 14-7 on the road. But then they had to go on the road in the second round, where my producer Brian Scott was there with me at James Caldwell High School. And then after their upset of the Chiefs, dethroning the defending champions, they had to go to the team that they practiced with this preseason and last preseason, Berners. So they were on the road for a long while. We transitioned to this year after their 2 one-possession losses in West Milford and in Ramsey. They come home for their final 2 games of the regular season, trying to save their season and qualify for the postseason. They control their destiny, but they must win tonight against Vernon. Vikings have to win both of these games and get a little bit of help. They're going to need some help by Paramus next week against Mawa, a game that we will have on our air. So there's a lot to look at in the playoff seeding, the second to last week, and next week it will be both teams at their final home regular season games. The Lancers will host a very solid title contending team in Passaic Valley, and it will be the Vikings hosting another solid Group 3 North team in West Milford. And Vernon actually has a chance here to win the division. What Vernon needs is they need to beat Lakeland, and they need West Milford in their final home game to defeat Sparta. And then Sparta has to lose to Jefferson next week, and Vernon will have to beat West Milford. That is the chance that the Vikings have in winning their division. If Lakeland wins the game, that means the division will go to either West Milford or Sparta. And then West Milford would have to win that game, beat Sparta, beat Vernon, and also you would have to have a loss by Sparta against Jefferson, just like the Vikings winning the division. So there's a lot at stake for Lakeland. Colin Sabrick's got to play well. He did play well. Had 2 rushing touchdowns. Here come the Lancers with the American flag, and they have not had a home game since week 4 in the 20-year anniversary game of the state champions back in 2004 when they won 29-7 over Dover. They were commemorating that team, and they lost the last 2 on the road. They're looking to get off the schneid here. Currently, Vernon is 20th in Group 2 North. This is a Group 2 North game, and Lakeland is 18th, trailing Cresskill and the final team in a playoff spot, Mawa. So that will be quite interesting to see what happens. As we said, Lakeland does control their own destiny. This is their final divisional game. Vernon has 1 more. Lakeland comes off a 29-28 gut-wrenching defeat as here come the Vikings. Vernon ready to go. Steve Downs, who's been here since 21, and they have made the playoffs every season he has been there. And we will mention more of the playoff seeding when we get back. The Star-Spangled Banner here in Wanacue. Welcome back to Big State Sports. Peter 5 Foot along with you, produced by Brian Scott, and on the camera, Nikki Simons. And we are ready to go. Steve Downs, as we talked about, the head coach over for Vernon, and for the Vikings, 27-29 his record. And this coaching matchup brought to you by Simpson Roofing. And for Lakeland, Ryan McCarney in his second year, 11-8 as a head coach. But last week, yes, a 29-28 loss to Ramsey, where the Rams came back in the final minute. They had to complete a 4th and 27, got 47 on the catch and run, and then hit a 2-point conversion after a touchdown to eventually take a win. For Vernon, they did not have a nail-biter, but also coming off a loss, a 28-0 shutout by Mount Olive. And the Marauders, who are on the road not too far from here in Wayne, against the Wayne Valley Indians. What a matchup that is. Rematch of the first round in the Group 4 playoffs last season, where Mount Olive ended up winning, and they rode all that momentum to a sectional championship and a group final loss on the 5-yard line out in Franklin Lakes. So McCormick coming out for Lakeland, one of the captains, as well as Sabrick, as well as 52 for Lakeland, Liam Harrington, who scored a touchdown last week off the high punt. Brendan Stocker shaking hands as well. And the Vikings, you've got pitch. You also have Gavin Wilczewski, who is normally 52. He is wearing 44 in white for the Vikings, and now the coin toss. There is actually, this is, believe it or not, the only other week in the Patriot Red, except for week 2, when I was last here, week 1, where all matchups are divisional matchups. So Vernon is playing Lakeland here. Sparta is out in West Milford as the Highlanders have their last home regular season game after coming away after their loss last week to Nutley, in Nutley. And the other game on the air that we have in Oak Ridge, Jefferson hosting Dover. What a rivalry that has been renewed. That is a great rivalry. The Tigers, just like Vernon, they're in the same spot. They need wins and help. And Jefferson can play spoiler. We have handshakes, and we'll be ready to go here in Wanacue. The referees confer and got ready to officiate a great game. It's a huge game between teams out of a playoff spot, but trying to fight back within one and within 2 spots of one another. As we said in the pregame, Lakeland is 18th in Group 2 North. The cutoff is 16. And Vernon is 20th. Vikings have this game in their final divisional game at home against West Milford, where the Highlanders or the Vikings or both may be able to play for a division title. And Lakeland will be back here to host Passaic Valley, who is only a year removed from going all the way to the sectional final. And remember, Passaic Valley actually beat Vernon in the playoffs, which that was Vernon's first home playoff game last year in a 30-year wait. But the Vikings, they just want to get there, see what happens. And Vernon, who have only won 2 playoff games in their history, one in 1982 and in 2005. But the regular season, if the playoffs started today, these 2 teams would not make it. They want to change that. You can only control what you can. We're underway. Vikings kicking off, and that ball is muffed, but it is taken by the sophomore Chase Severs. Severs tries to cut by the 25, and he is strung down hard by Vernon. And big Vikings, Matt Bauman was there, who made a great hit on special teams. Matt Bauman made the play, and just like that, he pins Lakeland in a good favorable position for the Vikings. This Lakeland offensive drive brought to you by Mountain Creek. Sabrick stands in the pistol. There's some muscular motion being moved by the Vikings, that 4-3, and looks like Bauman might blitz. Sabrick, short screen high, looking for Chapman. It's incomplete. Right over his head, but good coverage on the far side by Sam Simone, the 5'9", 165 junior corner for the Vikings. Simone going on that one-on-one coverage. And he had to deal with Cummings in the flat last week when they played the Marauders, and that was a tough matchup, as skilled as Mount Olive is. Handoff up the gut. Hernandez fakes one way, goes to the outside, but he is taken down. And a huge hit, 81. That is Harrison Trexler as well as Dan Rendon, the 6', 205 senior. And Coach Downs was saying, this team, we like how practice went. We feel confident. We know that every game is a battle, and we want to win our battles. We also understand that this season has had a lot of adversity, and we feel like we are responding to that better and better.
Sabrick takes the snap, back to pass.
3rd and 8. Sabrick stands in. Sabrick throws high. It's caught. But where does the receiver land to the sticks? Does not look like he got enough. He did, though. A great throw by Sabrick. Let's check that. That was Vincent Darilla. And Darilla stood in the flat, jumped high. That's a jump ball where only he could get it. He reached right over the safety who was playing zone coverage. And a great play call by Colin Sabrick. He switched it at the line. They saw the man coverage. They switched it to a flat position. And the safety was not where it needed to be. Zone coverage, my apologies.
3 wide receivers.
Hernandez in the backfield. Sabrick stands in the gun. Sabrick gets the snap, fakes the handoff, throws over the middle. It's incomplete. Looking for Darilla again. And great coverage by Matt Micciarello. Josh Jean comes back into the lineup. We'll talk about Josh Jean. This defensive player, the left corner, he's a tri-sport player, one of their leaders, a basketball player, and also a volleyball player. Second most kills on the team last year. 141 kills on the volleyball team, a team that went all the way to the sectional semifinals in Group 2 North out there in Vernon for the boys volleyball season. Sabrick standing in the gun. Vikings show blitz. Handoff up the gut. Hernandez doesn't get much. This Vikings team is so good on the run. And a good hit by Mason Rivera. And he's a big boy, 6'4", 245. And it will be another 3rd down. They were able to convert on their last one. Darilla for 12 yards. Sabrick looks over to Ryan McCarney. 9:58 and change to go in the first quarter. Scoreless between the Lancers and the Vikings.
Lancers with 3
Both
wide
teams are
receivers
3
to
and
their
4.
side, 3rd down and 9.
Lakeland, the only team that's played a non-SFC team. Pump fake. Sabrick stands in. Here's the blitz. Sabrick throws. Has a man. Chapman incomplete. Off his hands, but he heard the footsteps as there was great coverage by Luca Vizzini. And the Vikings hold. Lakeland will punt. Here's the replay. The pump fake, and then that means it's a go route. How he got that play out of a nice blitz by Vernon is news to me. But Chapman at first was wide open, but the coverage converged on him. He knew he was going to get hit. It went off his hands, and just like that, Vernon makes a stop on the opening possession of the ball game. Man back at the 40 for Vernon. Snap is good. Punt is high. This is rolling close to the sideline. Vernon is saying, no, we're not going to touch it. It will bounce to the Viking 39, which is good field position. We'll take a quick break here on Big State Sports. We'll be back to Wanacue. 9:32 to go in the first. Scoreless.
No matter the athlete, trust our team to take care of yours.
Mike Rossi of Weikert Realty has extensive knowledge of the North Jersey real estate market and guides you through the different steps and directions along the way. Reach out to him for a free consultation at myrossiteam.com.
Welcome back to Big State Sports. And we are ready to go here. Vikings want to make sure they know what the play is here. Well, they were waiting for one of the offensive linemen, 79. He is not on our roster list. Lancers are pointing to the line saying, they're off, they're off. Vernon did the same thing. Vikings in motion.
Number 9, Aiden Karwoski takes the
Karwoski,
snap, hands off to number 26.
and a handoff up the gut. And Tom Benson, the junior, gets a couple of yards, but not much. He is stopped immediately by the tackling leader of this team, the captain of this team, Brennan Stocker. And how a way to lead. You want to get some good defensive presence. You want to make a point in this game. Make a great play on defense. And Brennan Stocker immediately shows his prowess with a great hit. Karwoski in the gun. Motion by Vizzini, who made that last defensive play. Karwoski rolls out, has Vizzini. Vizzini breaks a tackle, and then is immediately wrapped up.
But nowhere to go.
Vizzini taken down by Joey Hans.
And that will bring up 3rd down.
And it will be 3rd down for the Vikings. Vernon facing their first 3rd down. Lakeland is 1 of 2 on 3rd downs. 8:30 and change to go in the opening frame here. Scoreless in Wanacue. Karwoski in the gun. Benson is in the backfield. Man in the slot, it's Vizzini, who also kicks. Karwoski takes, throws a go route over the middle of the field. It's caught! First down, Vikings to the 20. Matt Bauman. What a play! It's not like Vernon to throw a shot on a go route, but he does. Karwoski takes the snap. They saw something on the coverage, and Bauman was able to beat Hans on that out route as we talked about. And just like that, Vernon is in the red zone. They are in the abatefence.com red zone. Karwoski in the gun.
Karwoski takes the snap.
Karwoski pumps, rolls out to the right. Karwoski in the bootleg. Karwoski tries to spin and get yards. He is taken out of bounds.
Bring up 2nd down.
Harrington made a big play there. And finally getting much from their big defensive line here. Brennan Stocker also chased. And that will bring up 2nd down. 7:20 and change to go in the first quarter here in pink out. As you can see, the student section
2nd and 10
in Wanacue.
at the 21.
What a night we've got of football, Big State Sports. We got our 7 o'clock games coming up.
Karwoski's in the shotgun.
Karwoski in the gun.
Gives the handoff.
Handoff outside, inside. Benson.
Wrapped up immediately.
Nowhere really to go, and he is taken down at the line.
Neo Lee in on the play. As well.
So it will be third down. They tried the inside zone halfback push. It was only a gain on that, 1 yard gain. So the Vikings make some substitutions. Dean Grundy comes out, so that means less wide receivers. So this is either is a screen or another run, possibly a quarterback keeper. On their third down conversion, they hit a 65-yard pass. Karwoski steps back into the gun. Goes over to Benson, who stands in a position that you would think that he's going to get the football at some point in this play. Motion man. Here's Karwoski, stands in, throws into the end zone. Single coverage, it is incomplete. No flags. As he was looking for Jaden Quintero. And it will bring up fourth down. So now the Vikings are 1 of 2 on third down.
That'll bring up fourth down for Vernon.
The ball spotted right at the 19. So that would be way too far for their kicker. As their place kicker, they're going for it here. It's a 32 field goal. His long is 32. Right now at 19, that would be a 36-yarder. So this is longer than his previous. Kick is blocked. It is blocked. And Lakeland is going back for it. And they are going to be taken down right around the 45 of Lakeland. The Lancers get a great break. They block a 36-yard attempt, which is the longest attempt of the career of Bazzini. And no matter who recovered, Vikings did recover, but since it was fourth down, Lakeland will take over with great field position, and they stall Vernon's drive beautifully with a field goal block. And it was Harrington who recovered the touchdown last week after the punt. Remember, the snap went over the head of the punter for Ramsey, and in this week, he blocks a kick. Great special teams. Sabrick fakes it, read option. Calls his own number, goes up the middle, steamrolls, lowers the shoulder. Here comes the boom! And what a play by Colin Sabrick. Let's take a look. Read option. This looks like something Jim Harbaugh and the 49ers would have called when they had Kaepernick. It's that read option quarterback run. And he goes right up the middle and is looking for contact. Let's see who that Viking was that he shoved down there. That is the kicker, Fazzini. Wow. Vizzini, excuse me. Sabrick in the gun. Man in the slot, Sabrick, another quarterback keeper, gets another great block. Sabrick carries his way past the 40-yard line, and Colin Sabrick is using his legs to push Lakeland into Viking territory. This Lancers drive brought to you by Il Palazzo, located at 600 Ringwood Ave, Wanacue, New Jersey, 07465. And remember, parties are a business. Creating memories is our passion. The Lancers of 2023 created a plethora of memories. They'd like to do that in this year, but to do that, they've got to make the playoffs, which starts today. It's Aiden Thacker. He gets by the 30 with a great protected catch, and just like that, the Lancers continue to move the chains. And Aiden Thacker, who has had his moments in this season, letting the fans know, yeah, we got a first down. Dorilla checks in. Meekum, who has really come into his own these last couple weeks, and scored his first career touchdown in the last game in this building against the Dover Tigers. Comes out to the bench and a handoff, and so Hernandez gets a great block. Jeremy Hernandez inside the 20, and there's Lakeland into the red zone. And Bazzini, who had the kick blocked, has just gotten run over several times in this drive. What a play. There's the blocking. A great block. What a block by 56 for Lakeland. That's Greg Ehrman, the senior, who will play in his final home regular season game next week. Could be his final home game if they don't get a home playoff game if they even make it. Sabrick Quarterback keeper gets inside the 10. And just like that, Lakeland has a 1st and goal. That field goal block pumped the energy into this building. As you see, the Lancers are just driving the football. This is such a tenacious drive. They have everything they need right now. As the Vikings defensively, the coverage has been capitulating, and it has opened so many spaces for the Lancers to move the football. Shotgun snap, Sabrick, 1st and goal. Handoff Jeremio Hernandez. He had a touchdown last week, and he gets inside the 5. He is taken down there by Matt Vecchiarello, the senior 5'11", 180-pound outside linebacker. But Vernon's still a very dangerous team. Remember, last year, they finished within the top 5 in all Group 3 North. And they are in Group 2 now. Throws incomplete on a play-action fake. Chapman misread the route. Vizzini was in coverage, and it is 3rd and goal. You wonder if you go for it, just you have a touchdown. Although, for Thoreau, this would be a 22-yard field goal attempt from where the football is placed right now. And we saw the Vikings attempt a 36-yard kick with a kicker who had never attempted one past 33. Sabrick in the gun. 3rd and 5, 2:31 to go in the 1st quarter. Sabrick stands in, one-on-one coverage, looking for Chapman. What a catch! Touchdown, Lakeland! Oh my heavens! What a catch! And the Lancers strike first. Cam Chapman, right there, goes airborne. And here's the diplomat and makes some diplomatic immunity right there with a catch over the one corner. That is size advantage, Lancers. Cam Chapman with a beautiful catch, and Lakeland scores. And that scoring drive brought to you by Central Supply, trusted suppliers of Mason materials since 1913. Lakeland deciding, do we go for 2? We had to be on the wrong side of that last week against the Rams. And speaking of them, they actually have a divisional championship game today against the defending Group 2 champions Westwood, out in Westwood in Bergen County, about 38 to 40 minutes from here. They are going for 2. I don't know what this formation is. The jumbo formation went to the left side of the line. They now center back into the middle of the field. And they were thinking about a trick play. Now kicking unit.
Out to attempt the extra point.
Throw to kick. 2:26 left in the 1st, and that kick is right down Broadway.
We
go to break. Lakeland drives all the way down after a blocked field goal to take a 7-0 lead. Sabrick to Chapman. We'll be back on Big State Sports. Vikings getting the football with 2:26 in the 1st. Welcome back to Lakeland Regional High School. Lancers up 7-0. This game is sponsored by Open Road Mazda, Morristown, of 8fence.com, Mountain Creek, Simpson Roofing, Central Supply, the Glenwood, Il Palazzo Restaurant, and Sam's Bar and Grill. We also have our Academy Orthopedic Player of the Game coming up in postgame. Vikings will return and get a decent-sized return out of it. They'll get inside the 30, right around the 34-yard line, and that is where the Vikings will have their next drive. Their first drive, they hit a couple of big plays, specifically the long throw to Bauman. But a 36-yard field goal attempt was blocked by Harrington. And the Lancers drove down the field and scored a touchdown. So now what will Vernon do? They are getting the ball to start the second half. What will they do in this first quarter? In the gun is Aiden Karwoski. Karwoski steps up to throw. Quick out route, caught immediately, but nowhere to go. Thacker makes the tackle. As that was a boundary play going to Gene. We mentioned Josh Gene, the triple sport guy, the kill master on the volleyball team. And he tried to spike that ball forward, but was not able to do so. Immediately tackled by Thacker. Thacker, who is still awaiting his first touchdown catch since the miracle game winner in the second round last year against the defending champion Caldwell. Karwoski, handoff up the middle. Good room to run, close to the 45, but taken down Benson. And that will be enough for a first down for Vernon. Under 90 seconds left in the first quarter, 7-0 Lakeland. Trying to go to even 500. Loser would go to 3-5. Vikings will figure out what the play is. Steve Downs getting that out to Karwoski. Karwoski will backpedal into the pistol. Karwoski gets the snap, and we have a flag on the play, our first penalty of the game. And it is a false start against the Vikings. So 1st and 10 will become 1st and 15. And now in the final minute of play of this first quarter, 58 seconds left. What a beautiful Friday evening.
Under a minute left in the first quarter.
Here in Wanacue.
1st and 15 from the 39.
In Lakeland, interestingly enough, if you look at their schedule, 3-4, but all 4 losses, 3 of 4 losses were on the road. Their only loss, as a good gain for Vernon to get back to the original line of scrimmage, their only loss in this building this year was in week 1 when Brian and myself were here for their loss to Sparta. They have won every other game in this building against Governor Livingston, against Dover, and they also have the road win in Oak Ridge against Jefferson. Karwoski steps up, throws a high catch, taken down by Benson, but he is immediately hit by Joey Hans, who lowered the shoulder and made a great defensive play.
Brings up 3rd down.
It will be 3rd down, and I think that Joey Hans is about to send us into the second quarter, and yes, he is. That is the end of the first quarter here on Big State Sports. Lakeland 7 after a long 45-yard drive by Colin Sabrick, who threw a touchdown pass to Cam Chapman, but a huge 3rd and 8 coming up for the Vikings. They trail 7-0. We'll be back on Big State Sports.
For all of the perks that come with working here, I would say that the most valuable thing WIS offers is freedom. The freedom to make the most of your role, to really go beyond the job description, the freedom to think differently and be rewarded for it, and the freedom to show up as 100% who you are.
Welcome back to Big State Sports. Here in Lakeland Regional High School in Wanacue, New Jersey, a huge 3rd down. And this 3rd down is brought to you by
So starting the second quarter, it'll be
the Glenwood
down for Vernon at their own 46.
3rd and 8. And if I can find the updates, I will give updates on the 6:30 start in West Milford between the Highlanders and the Spartans. And end around for the Vikings, and a nice play by Dean Grundy to get a good sizable yardage back, but it is 4th down, and you wonder if the Vikings go for it. But they are in punt formation, and you can hear Ryan McCartney yelling out, punt return, punt return. They're not going for it. Thacker will go out to return. Vernon will receive the second half kickoff. Lakeland had the punt on their first possession. Their second possession, which was taken after a blocked field goal, they went all the way out in the end zone to score.
Beginning with the punt.
This punt, a little bit high, and it will be taken and downed inside the 15-yard line. Good special teams by the Vikings. James Curry, the backup quarterback, downs it. And we're going to stay here and thank Mountain Creek, mountaintcreek.com, New Jersey's most unique water park, abatefence.com, 973-827-4167, family owned and operated, serving Sussex County, New Jersey since 1978, as well as Sam's Bar and Grill. As we cheer on our team tonight, I want to take you a moment to remind you why Sam's Bar and Grill is the ultimate destination for all things sports and entertainment. Well, if there are any watching at Sam's Bar and Grill in Wanacue, they're loving what they see right now, but they've seen Lakeland take leads in the last 2 weeks and it not amount to anything. That throw is incomplete. He was looking for Cam Chapman, who was running a mini out route, and just missed him. Ball went to the outside of Chapman. I believe it was supposed to go to the inside, and that'll stop the clock with 11:01 to go in the half. Checking in is the slot machine, Meekum. Chapman also stays, but he is not in the slot. He stays on the outside. They have thrown the ball a lot, and when they haven't thrown the ball, they've utilized their best running back right now in this game, which has been their quarterback, Sabrick. And we have a whistle, I believe. The Vikings are taking a timeout. They are taking a timeout, and will take a timeout on Big State Sports. 11:01 to go in the half, 7-0 Lakeland.
We specialize in roofing and siding. That includes gutters, windows, doors, stone siding, decks, and painting. We also utilize new age technology like drones and 3D modeling. The drones keep our guys safe on the ground with an aerial perspective, and the 3D modeling gives us exact measurements for precise job scope. Give us a call today. We'll be happy to provide you with a complimentary drone inspection. We look forward to keeping your home and your family safe.
At Planet Networks, our high-speed fiber is designed to be fast. Up to 300 times faster than cable, and up to 500 times faster than DSL. As fast as 10,000 megabits per second up and down, if you speak Nerman. We're talking Cheetah.
Welcome back to Big State Sports. Quarterback keeper, Colin Sabrick. Up the gut, he keeps the ball. He did not fumble it and gets a sizable gain for Lakeland. Lancers need this game, as we know. So does Vernon. I would say the team that loses this game has a very, very low chance of making the postseason. Specifically, if it's Vernon, it dips even lower because the Vikings have they're on a 3-game losing streak as well. They want to get off the schneid, and they've been playing well in the last couple of weeks. Here's Sabrick, tries to get out of it. Sabrick does get out of it. Sabrick runs on the bootleg, thinking about throwing. He'll run, and he runs right through a herd of Vikings. And Vernon led their big defensive lineman like Dylan Osterhout at him, and he took a massive hit but was not able to get anywhere close to the sticks. Good coverage by Vernon. It is 4th down, and the Lancers are going to have to punt again. 9:45 and change. 7-0 Lakeland. In a fast-moving half. I want to let you know that it's a 6:30 start as well in Oak Ridge, and they just hit the halfway mark of the first quarter. A high punt. This one is going to bounce right around the 40-yard line or the 41-yard line, and Narilla will down the ball, and that is where Vernon is going to start with the football. 9:19 to go in the first half. We will stay here as the Vikings figuring out the play, and this Viking drive brought to you by Central Supply, trusted suppliers of Mason materials since 1913.
To go before halftime, Lakeland
And the Lakeland defensive drive brought to you by Il Palazzo Restaurant and Catering, a family-owned and operated small business that has resided in Wanacue since 1978. From fresh-inspired cuisine to service that makes you feel like family, our establishment is the perfect backdrop for life's most celebrated moments. So here are the Vikings getting ready to start their drive. In the gun is Aiden Karwoski. Karwoski, handoff up the middle. Benson gets a break, but then only gets about 5 yards. Looked like he was going to get that first surge for a mammoth run, but DeRoe sealed that up for the Lancers, and also helped by Arbor Ragova, who has his 4th tackle of the year. It's going to be the special standout player who is going to be a starter for sure next season as a senior. And this is a Lakeland team that is graduating a heap of their talent, but do bring a lot of good players back.
Karwoski.
Here's Karwoski, throws over to Gene. Gene to the sideline. Gene is hammered out of bounds. A great hit by Colin Sabrick. With a shoulder almost check like in hockey to Josh Gene, who had to take the hit. But it does pick up the first down. He needed to take the hit to move the chains. But Josh Gene, and what I guess you could call a volleyball assist there to jam over the line and pick up the first down for the Vikings. Speaking of volleyball, we got the Hunter and Warren Sussex Championship tomorrow. Josh Willits will be broadcasting that. A takedown
by number 22,
Jeremy O. Hernandez as a handoff up the gut went nowhere. Benson again. And the ball is in Lakeland territory, but only by 1 yard. 2nd and 10. 7:40 and change to go in the half. Vernon will receive the second half kickoff. Karwoski in the gun, the jumbo fullback in the backfield as well. Karwoski stands in, spins again. Karwoski is sacked. Brody McCormick got there. Another one of these big defensive leaders with multiple college offers, and Lakeland has their first sack of the game. And it'll make a 3rd and 15. Well, the problem was that they had Harrington blocked by number 50, Cyrus Castagna. But they chose Benson, a tailback, to block Brody McCormick. Wrong call. Wrong call. And Lakeland, you talk about a hammering hit at the quarterback. You betcha. And the Lancers get another big amount of juice. Here's Karwoski rolling out. Karwoski sidearm deflected. It is tipped, and if it is caught, it's short.
That'll bring up 4th down.
It will be Benson, but that's a great catch, or excuse me, Vizzini. But it's a great catch by Luca Vizzini, because instead of being a more than 15,
Vernon will once again punt.
it makes it 4th and 11. Only a couple yards on that, so they'll have to punt. Vernon will punt on 4th and 11, a 4-yard gain. Looked like he was going to get up and run for more, but he was tackled immediately. They show big punt block, but This is a booming punt into the Wanacue sky, and it is going to take a Vernon bounce right around the 13-yard line. And that is where Lakeland gets the football. We'll be back after a quick break. 6:05 to go in the half. 7-0 Lakeland. They've got the football.
At Planet Networks, our high-speed fiber is designed to be fast. Up to 300 times faster than cable, and up to 500 times faster than DSL. As fast as 10,000 megabits per second up and down, if you speak nerd. We're talking cheetah, bullet train, lightning strike, hummingbird, race car kind of fast. Planet Networks. So fast, it's worth the...
Welcome back to Big State Sports. These are Group 2 games, so it's not really relevant, but Hanover Park just scored a 69-yard touchdown against West Essex. Isn't that huge? Handoff to get him out of the shadow of the end zone. It does that. Jeremy Hernandez bowls his way through the china shop, breaking several amounts of porcelain and glass, and makes it second and very short for the Lancers. Vernon will receive to start the second half, and we will have halftime performance. This is not the last home game, though, for Lakeland. They'll have their final home game on Big State Sports against the Passaic Valley Hornets next week. And Sabrick is dropped. He got swallowed up by the defensive line, led by the Vikings' Daniel Rendon, the 6'0", 205 senior, and it is third down for the Lancers. 3rd and 3. Chapman comes in. No Stalker. Brennan Stalker will check out. Thacker in the slot. Darilla on the outside. Oh, Hernandez is the only man in the backfield. No Hans. No Stalker. This looks pass. Play action fake. It's quarterback keeper. Colin Sabrick is very close to the marker, and he will pick up the first down. Just enough. The shoulder length to move the first down chains for the Lancers. And Vernon looked like they had just got him, but he spins right by who I think has been the best Viking in the game, Daniel Rendon, and picks up a first down as the clock continues to move. 4:30 and change. Short screen, Chapman. Chapman tries to reverse field, breaks another tackle. Chapman gets a block. Chapman gets to the 30, to the 35, to the 40. He's taken close to the 45. First down, Lakeland. Let's see that again, Brian Scott. What a play by Cam Chapman. Cam Chapman went in motion. There's the reverse field. He gets a good block by Darilla, and then he used that speed. If he was able to evade a couple more Vikings that got some blocks, could have had a long Lansing touchdown, but he gets the first down for Lakeland. Sabrick stands in the gun. They haven't committed any penalties. That's big. That is big, but it's all about holding leads. You tied the game 2 weeks ago, couldn't get the extra point. Never got the ball back. And then last week, here's Hernandez to the outside. He is taken down. Guess who? Rendon again. Daniel Rendon has busted up every play. He has been the demolition man with the hard hat and the big truck smashing everything to bits. Steamrolling everything. Bob the Builder, can we fix it? No, you can't, because Daniel Rendon is knocking it down. Every single time he is knocking it down. And he has been a monster for this Vikings defense. Sabrick in the pistol. Hernandez goes out behind him. Colin Sabrick gets the snap under 3 minutes left in the half. Sabrick rolls out. He's pressured by two Vikings. Tries to reverse field. He is sacked. Another sack for Vernon. And Mason Rivera gets a sack. And that are 2 sacks for the Vernon Vikings, just like that. You saw Sabrick on that end around, but he tried to make something out of nothing. And this defensive front for Vernon is so disciplined. And this third down for the Vikings is brought to you by Simpson Roofing, serving the tri-state area since 1922. We are a family business committed to providing exceptional roofing services for generations. SimpsonRoofingCo.com, 973-794-3500. Jeremy at SimpsonRoofingCo.com. postgame.com. Oh, Hernandez goes in motion. Here's Sabrick. Looks for the screen, pumps the screen. Sabrick going go route over the middle of the field. The intended man fell over. It was Chapman. That was a play that was set up immediately. Pump the screen, throw the go route. Well, Chapman, although that was more of a out route, Chapman fell. And just like that, it's 4th down. And he knew that he had a first down on that play. They had the correct coverage. They had everything to the way of a first down, but Chapman just tripped. And that's something that's happened. You got to know your terrain, even if you're home. Because Lakeland, if they do make the postseason, they might end up against a team like High Point. Plays like on a grassy turf. You play a team with grass field, that's a whole different game. Thoreau booms this ball. And it is off the hands of Vernon, and it is recovered by the Vikings. Looked like it might have went into the midst of a Lancer, but it was taken by Dean Grundy. For those that have not followed Lakeland, Vikings fans, there was an incident 2 weeks ago where a poison punt was bombed by West Milford, and Lakeland never got away from it. Touched the ball just barely off the elbow, and West Milford got the football and scored 3 plays later. So that was something that could have went Lakeland's direction, but Vernon is able to recover. They are getting the ball to start the second half. They trail only by 7. 7-0 Lancers. 1:56 to go in the half. One of the early games on Big State Sports, but we've got quite a lot of games going on tonight on Big State Sports and all over the place. Also, one of the only other games to quickly go to the half, Pascack Valley up 28-0 to Riverdale. If they do win this game, they'll be playing for the division title against Old Japan next week. Handoff up the gut. It's a break down the sideline. Benson again has one man into the 30, and he's taken down inside the 25. Benson, what a run for the Vikings, and they get their Big Ten of his play again. It was a 60-yard run before. This one goes 83 yards and puts Vernon 5 yards out of the red zone. And they finally got the home run in the backfield. My, oh my, Thomas Benson. So that sets the Vikings up at the Lakeland 25-yard line. Offensive line switches a little bit. There is different protection from pass and run. They go with an end around, and he is going to walk into the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings! Thomas Benson, an extra point away from the tie. How about that? They went right back to the well 25 yards later. This time not an inside zone, but an inside end around. Faking the reverse like we saw that last week in Sussex County with Newton, doing that to Hackettstown. And an outside in, inside out reverse for Thomas Benson and Vernon, and they are an extra point away from the tie. Kick is right down Broadway. Just a quick update, 20 minutes from here, just because I have it in Kinnelon. 8-0 Shabazz over the Colts with 6 minutes left in the first quarter there. But we have more updates and more game to go as this game is tied with 1:12 to go in the half. Vernon, Thomas Benson, 25 yards out, and inside out reverse. We'll be back on Big State Sports.
Open Road Mazda of Morristown is your go-to for reliable and affordable vehicles. We offer a wide range of options to match your style and needs. First-time buyers, discover the joy of buying with confidence with our 5-day money-back guarantee. Your journey begins here at Open Road Mazda of Morristown.
David A. Santini, CPA, LLC, providing financial peace of mind. Let us take the stress out of taxes for you, too.
Welcome back to Big State Sports. That Vernon scoring drive brought to you by abatefence.com. 973-827-4167. Family owned and operated, serving Sussex County as well as surrounding counties, New Jersey since 1978. A 25-yard rushing touchdown for Thomas Benson. And he has tied the game, and Vernon is getting the ball back. So Lakeland needs something. Hans was bulldozed over. A great hit by Gavin Wilczewski. He usually has number 52 on. He has number 44 on, and he bulldozed him to the point that up here in the press box, both the former Booten Bomber, our camera guy, Nicky Simons, and the former Livingston Lancer, and Brian Scott, you could hear them oohing and eyeing, going, wow, that was a hit. And that was some special teams play by Vernon. Sabrick stands in. They're going hurry up. He's got Chapman. Chapman tries to slide his way by, and Chapman will get rest of 20. We got a flag down. And that flag came in immediately after Chapman's knee went down. That would tell me, I would think, wouldn't it be a hold on Lakeland? I'm going to say a hold on Vernon, but no, an offensive hold. So the catch is negated, and the Lancers are going backwards. 57 seconds left in the first half. 7-7 tie. Winner has a chance, although if it's Vernon, they need help besides winning against West Milford next week. If it's Lakeland with a win, they control their own destiny. A loss for Vernon, they are pretty much out of the postseason. A loss for Lakeland, they would need to win, and they would need a couple teams to help them. Sabrick to the outside, and Sabrick pulls his way. Yes, a Lakeland loss. Lakeland would have to win next week. Vernon would have to lose to West Milford. Mawa would have to lose to Paramus, as Lakeland has called a timeout. This timeout sponsored by Central Supply, trusted suppliers of Mason materials since 1913. And Creskill, I'm not sure who their opponent is next week, but they would also have to lose. So those are the paths to the playoffs. And Vernon needs to win their next two games, and they would need a loss by Mawa against Paramus, as well as a loss by Creskill either tonight or next week. So those are the postseason stakes, brought to you by Open Road Mazda of Morristown. Lakeland gets back to the line, 2nd and 7. Tie game here. A rushing touchdown, a 25-yard rushing touchdown by Benson, a 5-yard reception touchdown by Chapman. 35 seconds left in the half. Sabrick stands in. Sabrick, good pocket. Sabrick throws, incomplete, looking for Thacker. He did not finish his route because the pressure was coming. And good coverage by Matt Vecchiarello. It stops the clock with 31 seconds left, and it is 3rd down and 7 for Lakeland. So interesting there. Lakeland's last opponent last week just gave up a safety about a minute ago. So it's 2-0 Westwood in that division title game. Sabrick throws high, looking for Chapman. It stops the clock with 26 seconds left, meaning Lakeland is going to have to punt the ball deep within their own territory. Vernon will get good field position, likely. And the Vikings are also getting the ball to start the half. So those that have come down here to Wanacue, and it's not a short drive from Vernon, New Jersey, and they'll tell you there are not many places that are short drives from Vernon, New Jersey. But those in Vernon that are watching this game on Big State Sports, understanding the opportunity that they have, control your own destiny. It starts here and would continue back in Vernon against West Milford. It has taken by midfield, and a good return inside Lakeland territory, and a flag comes out, and that might be a horse collar tackle against Lakeland, which would mean 15 yards, and because he was spotted around the 39, that would put them right around the 25-yard line if it's a horse collar on Lakeland. Referee still conferring. Although a low-scoring half, a really exciting one. Back in week 4, Lakeland won by 22 points.
Penalty will be on Vernon.
It is a block in the back,
Brings them back
and it's against Vernon.
4.
So that will go Lakeland's way.
14 seconds left.
But yes, a 22-point win in their last game here for Lakeland. The last 2 games have been 1-possession losses. And for Vernon, their last 3 games, they lost by 13, 17, and 21 last week. 28 last week, excuse me. But the Vikings have had some wins.
Further back down to the 34.
They're also trying to get their first road win. A road loss as well in the opener against Warren Hills. But they won at home against Jefferson. They won their home opener against Dover. And they also, as we said, shut out Parsippany Hills in Vernon. And the snap is fumbled. It is taken by the Vikings and dropped immediately. Lakeland was able to get a great defensive play, and that's the first half, as it's Caden Cole with his second tackle of the year, and Vernon will get the football back to start the half, but great defense at the end of the half played by Lakeland, but a 25-yard rush, inside-out reverse by Thomas Benson for the Vikings, and a 5-yard touchdown catch by Cam Chapman, the second of the year, for Lakeland. And we go to the half in Wanacue. Vikings getting the football back. This game tied at 7. You're watching Big State Sports.
I enjoy helping nonprofits achieve their goals and really accomplish their mission, namely by nurturing my relationship with them, their staff, their donors, their volunteers, and their board members. I think the key to being trusted is really transparency. What I've seen time and time again is that when you give anything the right conditions, the support, the autonomy, trust, your full attention, it will thrive. This is as true for my clients and for my colleagues as it is for myself here at WIS.
Make some noise for your junior Lancer cheerleaders.
Look, I got the new iPhone 16 Pro at Verizon. Apple Intelligence is pretty awesome.
Nice.
You can get it when you trade in any phone.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Now every phone can be the new iPhone 16 Pro at Verizon. Just trade in any phone in any condition and get iPhone 16 Pro on us.
Big round of applause for your Lakeland Lancer cheerleaders.
David A. Santini, CPA, LLC, providing financial peace of mind. Let us take the stress out of taxes for you too. Peace, love, and taxes.
Athletic Fields of America in Montville, New Jersey has become an industry leader in synthetic turf. Serving the greater New York, New Jersey, and Eastern PA regions, we have delivered hundreds of both synthetic turf and natural grass sports fields for youth and recreational levels all the way up to the highest standards and requirements of the NCAA. Our goal with every project is to provide our customers with exceptional workmanship, extraordinary service, and professional integrity while constructing a superior product that you can enjoy for years to come. Visit athleticfieldsofamerica.com.
Provide your team or athlete with quality trophies, medals, plaques, and awards with Performance Trophy and Medals of Randolph. Call us today at 973-989-8775.
This game is brought to you by Aaron Mizzarelli of State Farm in Randolph. My licensed and experienced team members are here to serve you for all of your insurance and financial service needs in New Jersey and New York. We offer excellent customer service, and our office is conveniently located in Randolph, New Jersey. For a free auto, home, life, or business quote, Visit us at aaronmizzarelli.com or call us at 973-389-9999.
Blue Nail was superior in almost every aspect. We work with contractors for almost everything in the firehouse, and Blue Nail really made us feel comfortable all the way through, from the contract to pre-planning to scheduling, getting the job done. We are thrilled that they were able to do the job for us.
We offer installation of siding, vinyl, and composite. We also do replacement windows, doors, roofs, decks, attic insulation, and e-shield.
Your entry door is your guest's first impression before entering your home. Make it a lasting one with Maslin Door Company, Sussex County's source for the largest selection of iron doors.
Chris Gilman, Sky Larson, and Gavin Rowdenbush. The Lancer Band is directed by Mr. Matthew Testa, with Assistant Director Andrew Brummer and Color Guard Director Terry Nelson. Tonight we're thrilled to recognize the incredible dedication and talent of our student athletes who also shine in our Lancer Band. These individuals exemplify the spirit of teamwork, discipline, and creativity while balancing rigorous practice schedules with their athletic commitments. Let's show our appreciation for their dual commitment to excellence in both sports and music. We're excited to showcase our musician/athletes as they proudly wear their sports uniforms during tonight's performance. Once again, your Lakeland Lancer Band. Once again, your 2024 Lakeland Lancer Band.
Professional and personable service from design to installation. Choose from elegant and secure iron doors to grace your home, or beautiful fiberglass doors in a wide variety of color and style. Call Maslin Door for a free in-home estimate or visit our showroom and tell them Hudson sent you.
Einhorn Barbarito, Frost Botwinick, Nunn & Musmano is a full-service law firm guiding you through divorce, estate planning, personal injury, criminal defense, and other life-changing events. To learn more, visit us at einhornlawyers.com. Einhorn Barbarito, with you every step of the way.
WIS gives me the freedom to be entrepreneurial, innovative. I feel supported to bring 100% of myself and my personality to work each and every day. I'm the CEO of WIS Family Office. I have 2 amazing children. I'm the daughter of French and Italian immigrants. Above all, I'm someone who derives strength and confidence from my ability to connect with others, and I strive to make a difference in their lives.
If you live in Andover, Blairstown, Byram, Frankfurt, Franklin, Frieden, Frelinghuysen, Greene, Hampton, Hardwick, Hope, Knowlton, Lafayette, Newton, Sparta, Stillwater, Sussex, and Wantage. Planet Networks is building high-speed fiber in your neighborhood. Visit getplanetfiber.com today to learn more.
Hey parents, Anchor Golf and Recreation is now registering full and half-day golf camps. Anchor Golf Day Camps are designed to teach children fundamentals of golf. To register your child for golf camp, go online and click the registration tab at anchorgolfcenter.com. Anchor now has 4 dedicated outdoor lighted pickleball courts. Call to reserve your court today. Check out Anchor's 18-hole miniature golf course with new features. It's fun for the whole family. Anchor Golf and Recreation offers so much more. Call or see us at Anchor.
Welcome back to Big State Sports. We're at about 65 degrees here on Big State Sports at Wanacue, Lakeland, and Vernon. Tied at 7, minute 40 to go in the halftime period, and we'll be ready to go. The Vikings will be getting the football. It's about 55 degrees. Our game time temperature brought to you by ICS. Keeping you cool when it's hot and warm. When it's cold, go to ICHVAC.com for all your comfort needs. Before the rest of our reads, wanted to just let you know, this just came into my head. We were talking about state records and some of those things that you'll see as state records are meant to be broken. It is a year to the day that on our air, on Big State Sports, Caldwell played Cedar Grove. Caldwell beat Cedar Grove in a barn burner, and Stephen Paradiso, who is playing for the division title tonight against Newark Central, broke the all-time completion in a game with 39 completions and 67 throws, and he broke the record that was previously held by Shalleck's Joe Flacco, and that was a year ago to the day, sponsored by Open Road Mazda of Morristown. First-time car buyers, listen up. Open Road Mazda of Morristown has your back. Discover affordable, dependable vehicles for less than $15,000. Backed by rock solid 5-day money-back guarantee. Drive with confidence. Drive with Open Road Mazda of Morristown. Click or link below for more details. AbateFence.com, 973-827-4167. Family-owned and operated, serving Sussex County, New Jersey since 1978. MountainCreek.com, New Jersey's most unique water park. Simpson Roofing, serving the tri-state area since 1922. We are a family business committed to providing exceptional roofing services for generations. SimpsonRoofingCo.com, 973-794-3500. Jeremy at SimpsonRoofingCo.com. Central Supply, trusted suppliers of mason materials since 1913. The Glenwood, Il Palazzo Restaurant and Catering, a family-owned and operated small business that has resided in Wanacue since 1978 for fresh-inspired cuisine, the service that makes you feel like family. Our establishment is the perfect backdrop for life's most celebrated moments. Il Palazzo is located at 600 Ringwood Ave, Wanacue, New Jersey 07465. And remember, parties are our business. Creating memories is our passion. Sam's Bar and Grill, which has the biggest TV screens in the county, so you won't miss a single play of the game. With our NFL package and Red Zone, we bring you all the action from every game. Whether you're here to support the Lancers or catch your favorite NFL team, we've got you covered. Just a quick note on that year in the day. When I said Joe Flacco from Shalleck, it's not a similar sounding name. No, it's the Super Bowl champion from the Ravens. When he played in New Jersey, that state record set by Stephen Paradiso 365 days ago. And this a booming kick by Lakeland. It is taken out of the end zone, past the 10-15. Tries to get by the 20, surges by the 25, pushes Lancers past the 30, close to the 35, and just like we did last week, is the third quarter runs around. We will find stoppages to give you updates, and we'll give you one update right now. About 10 miles from here, the Colts are down 20.
Lakeland 7, Vernon
I think
7.
they're down more than 22. They're down 22-0 at the half against Shabazz, and we will get more updates, especially those that are on our broadcast. And we have so many great games coming up tomorrow too. Make sure to watch. I'll be in Sparta, Pope John, St. Joseph Montvale, and St. Joseph Montvale has one of their running backs who has a full ride #1 running back in the state going to Rutgers. And Rutgers has their senior night tomorrow against University of California, Los Angeles. Handoff up the gut. Benson's got nowhere to go. He is stopped at the line. And he tried to push his way through, and not much to get there, but I'm glad you're joining on Big State Sports. I know it's a big day in New York, New Jersey. We talked about the Mets and the Yankees. Oh, I forgot. The New York Liberty have a chance to win their first championship tonight in about 15 minutes. So there's that. There's a lot of New York, New Jersey sports going on today, but we are happy that you are here in Wanacue with us for this Patriot Red divisional matchup, the final divisional game for the locals. Second down, it is Benson. Breaks a couple tackles. He gets close to the 40, and it will make a 3rd and short for the Vikings.
For the Lancers, brings up 3rd down.
And we have our first final of the day. Today has a 6 o'clock start that went real fast. Pascack Valley 35, Riverdale 7. So they are headed to a division title game next week against Old Tappan. Winner wins the division in the final game of the season between the Panthers and the Golden Knights out in Bergen County. Sweep to the outside. Bauman, who made that big catch in the first half, will get close to the line to gain. See where they mark him.
Waiting for a spot.
Referee going to spot it, and they say short. Lakeland stops them at fourth down, but I would not push Vernon to go for it. They have not gone for it all night, or at least try to get Lakeland to jump, and that's what Ryan McCarney and his coaching staff is saying. Watch the ball. Watch the ball. You got to watch the football, and they'll attempt to do that.
And now they will send out the punt unit. Thacker back to receive.
And now the punt unit comes back for Vernon because they realized they were not going to be able to catch Lakeland off guard. Man back to return Thacker. Mazzini booms this into the night sky. We already have a moon here. And a fair catch by Lakeland. And Aiden Thacker gets the ball at the 25-yard line. So we're going to take this time now to give you some of our Big State Sports halftime updates, although it's not halftime anymore. And that is brought to you by Open Road Mazda of Morristown. 4 minutes to go in the first quarter. The nightcap game in Long Valley, 7-0 West Morris against Roxbury. Lakeland will go up to the line.
There'll be a 1st and 10 there for Lakeland.
7:40 to go in the third quarter. Ridgewood only up by 2 against Northern Highlands. If the Maroons win, they're division champions. Handoff to the outside. It is O. Hernandez who tries to pull his way through and gets a good positive gain close to the 30. That's kind of a revenge game, that one in Allendale, actually, because the head coach of Northern Highlands was an assistant for 10 years with Ridgewood and won a couple state championships with the Maroons. So there's some love lost there. No love lost there. They are still at halftime in Oak Ridge. That game has gone slow between Jefferson and Dover. 2nd and 8. Sabrick is pressured. Throws short, incomplete, looking for Chapman. He has gone to Chapman so many times, and he just missed Chapman. As there was great coverage on the play by the Vikings. And that was Wilczewski. Gavin Wilczewski, the junior linebacker. Who made the play. So Lakeland sees what they want to do on 3rd and 8 since there was an incompletion and they were not able to get the pass to where they wanted it.
Lancers going with 5 wide receivers.
Vikings land up back into the box. That is Matt Bauman in coverage that was communicating to the team. And they had the score at the half in Oak Ridge. It is 7-0 Jefferson looking for their second win against Dover. Timeout Lancers. So we'll take this timeout to continue updating those scores for you. In Bonnell Field, you talk about a team on a surge right now. Caldwell Chiefs have a 21-0 lead over Milburn, and if they win this game, they're pretty much punching their ticket to the postseason. They beat Shabazz last week. They were able to beat Wayne Hills. You talk about a team on a run with the young players of the Chiefs, and they're up 21-0 late in the second quarter against Milburn. Warren Hills has a 7-0 lead with 20 seconds left in the first half at home against Chatham, but Chatham has the ball on the Blue Streaks 5-yard line. So we'll look at that. Both of those teams eliminated from divisional contention, but still.
The Lancers have a 3rd down.
And at the half, surprising about 25 minutes from here, Wayne Valley leads Mount Olive by 7. That is a shocker. Sabrick play action fake. 8:45 left. He's got a man. First down inside the 40 of Lakeland. And it is Cam Chapman who has been everywhere on that out route. He went right back to the quarterback. And the Lancers moved the chains. Sabrick to Chapman. They had to make it happen. And guess what? Lakeland did. continue with our updates. A minute 21 and a half. Randolph leads 7-3 against Orange.
Sabrick keeps it himself.
Sabrick to the outside. He'll get a decent gain on the play. But good pressure once again by Daniel Rendon, who might be getting an Academy Orthopedic shirt when all this is said and done. Check our socials. And 4:01 to go in the second. It is 25-14 Lenape Valley over Hackettstown in that game. Sabrick throws a short track on the sideline and a great play. Cam Chapman again. Cam Chapman has 6 catches tonight. He has been something special for the Lakeland Lancers, and it'll be a 3rd and short. He almost reeled off a great run and catch. Halftime in Mendham, Minutemen have a 14-0 lead over Montville. Winner wins the division in that game.
3rd and short upcoming for Lakeland.
Sabrick in the guns. They're going to give it to Hernandez. A flag is down.
That will be on the Lancers.
And that is a false start on Lakeland. So they're going to have a 3rd and short. It's going to be a 3rd and long now. And another update in Plainfield. It is 6-0 Somerville with 8:10 left. They're trying to continue their undefeated season. Them battling with Hopewell Valley for the #1 seed in Group 3 South. Both teams are 7-0, and both teams have games next week. Or excuse me, actually, Somerville, I believe, may be 8-0. I'll have to look at that after the game. Sabrick stands in the pocket. Sabrick pumps. Sabrick is pressured, gets away from a man. Colin Sabrick runs to the sticks and gets the first down. What a run by Colin Sabrick. Let's check a replay. Colin Sabrick on 3rd and long called his own number and gallivant himself down the sideline for a first down. Look at the footwork. Unbelievable, pirouetting himself through. And in December, I'm getting close to December time when, it's cold and you got to play running football, and that's what they're trying to do. High snap, Sabrick gets it, calls his own number, runs right up the gut. Colin Sabrick very close to the first down marker. They're doing what they did on the first scoring drive, using the quarterback to run the ball. 6:20 and change to go in the 3rd quarter. We're tied at 7. It is 2nd and short. Ed Pasnick, the backup quarterback, stands on the sideline, and this will be his team next year. He's saying he's calm it down, and he's learned a lot about this offense. He'll be the head honcho here next season. Sabrick throws, it's Thacker. Thacker stiff arm. Thacker shoves his way close to the 35-yard line into Vikings territory. And this drive brought to you by Mountain Creek Water Park. Less than a minute to go in the half in East Hanover. Hanover Park just scored a touchdown. They are leading 21-15 over West Essex. What a game that is. We have a couple more also. Mountain Lake's up 20-0, a minute left. Minute 20 left in the half there over Norris Catholic. Hernandez is nowhere to go. He gets the 35-yard line. In the final game, still going on. Halftime, Pequannock 7, Madison 6. Dodgers hanging in there at home against the 3rd best team in Group 2 North. So that's interesting. That tells you that they hung on Pequannock, and Hanover Park's actually beating West Essex. He's got Chapman again. The 7th catch. First down, Lakeland. How many times have we said it? Sabrick to Chapman. And Cam Chapman moves the chains for Lakeland.
Ball down to the 24-yard line as this drive continues.
4:35 and change. 7-7 tie. Chapman caught a touchdown earlier in this football game. Sabrick's in the shotgun. Vikings pressure a bit. Sabrick high throw. It's Chapman again with his 8th catch of the game. And a first down for Lakeland once again. Time and time again. Sabrick to Chapman. And they march into the red zone. The Central Supply red zone. Central Supply, trusted suppliers of Mason materials since 1913.
Ball inside the 15.
Lakeland now entering the red zone at the Vernon 15-yard line. Vikings haven't been able to stop them so far. Pump fake throws into the end zone, double coverage. It is batted down. The safety that came back for the Vikings. And that was Vizzini. And let's check what Luca Vizzini does here. Luca Vizzini steps back up into single coverage. It looks like Cam Chapman again, and it was the identical play in the same side of the opposite end zone that they scored on in the first half. And he's going to win that battle because that ball was going over the corner's hands. But Vizzini as a safety. Drops back. And Sabrick never saw Luca Vizzini. Forces the incompletion. It is 2nd and 10. Got to get to the 5 for a first down. Thacker in motion. Sabrick stands in, 2 men in the backfield. Stocker and O. Hernandez. Hand off to O. Hernandez. He goes up the gut, but we got a flag. He gets to the 5, but let's see the flag. It was immediate. And Ryan McCarney and the lead official are having a conversation, and it's an illegal shift on Lakeland. So they're going to go backwards. .341 to go in the third quarter. We're tied at 7, but Lakeland has been marching. And the Lakeland drive brought to you by Sam's Bar and Grill. Sam's Bar and Grill isn't just a place to eat, it's a cornerstone of our community. Whether you're in the mood for a cozy dinner or a night out with friends and family, Sam's is the place to be after tonight's game. Stop in for appetizers, burgers, delicious dessert, and special drinks for all those tired parents. When you're looking for your next meal, stop by Sam's any day of the week for a great meal and a great time. When Chapman's in the slot, it's a great time for Lakeland, especially in this drive. And Chapman is there. Here's Sabrick stepping up, pump fake. He's blitzed. Sabrick takes a hit, throws in the end zone looking for Chapman. He made the catch short of the end zone, but it's a first down. The 9th catch for Chapman. Are you talking about an all-world player in Cameron Chapman who has had 9 catches for over 100 yards, and we haven't played 3 full quarters?
Lancers in the I formation.
First and goal. Sabrick quarterback carry. He's in. Touchdown. Colin Sabrick. Touchdown, Lakeland. And Colin Sabrick calls his own number, his 3rd straight week with a rushing touchdown. Set up by Cam Chapman's 9 catch of the game. And the Lancers have the lead with 2:50 to go in the 3rd. What a drive by Lakeland. And that scoring drive brought to you by Open Road Mazda of Morristown. Here we go, Lakeland is the chant by the Wanacue faithful. Snap good, hold, kick is no good. No good, wide left, and it was deflected by the line as well. Remember, he missed an extra point 2 weeks ago against West Milford, and that changed things. We'll see how this changes things. Lakeland 13, Vikings 7, 2:50 to go in the 3rd. You're watching Big State Sports.
You think you need to do something academically for your child this summer, but you're not sure what? Come see us at Sylvan. We know exactly how to help your child, and it's fun here. Be proactive and make learning part of your summer schedule. Visit sylvansummer.com today.
Hi, I'm Dan from George J. Keller & Sons. My family-owned company has provided superior service to local homeowners since 1980. And based on the strength of our commitment to you and your positive reviews and feedback, we are now a GAF 3-star President's Club winner. That's right, one of 30 winners out of 2,600 Master Elite dealers nationwide. Our seasoned pros provide the best service and quality products from beginning to end of your project. Give us a call today.
Welcome back to Big State Sports.
Terrio with
Lakeland
a
kicks
strong
off
kick.
into the end
Grundy
zone.
receives it in the end zone.
And it will be a touchback.
It'll be a 1st and 10 at the 20.
And so Vernon gets the ball to the 20-yard line. This Viking drive brought to you by abatements.com. 973-827-4167. Family owned and operated, serving Sussex County, New Jersey, as well as other surrounding counties since 1978. Vernon's next game, a home matchup. Their final home game of the year against West Milford. Lakeland will be home against Passaic Valley. The Lancers lead by 6. I know I have not gotten any update on that Sparta-West Milford game, and believe me, I'm doing my best on that. Shotgun snap.
Karwowski takes the snap.
Kowalski throws over the middle, has a man. Looked like Grundy, yes, Dean Grundy. But he's brought down immediately. Sabrick with the tackle on Dean Grundy.
In on the play.
And it will be a 6-yard gain. Made 2nd and 4 right now. Let's go, Lakeland is the chant by the Lancer student section. And pink out, they have been uproarious.
Benson on the run.
And, at the middle, we were finally able to get an update on that.
Tackled by a bevy of Lancers.
I believe it's the first half. I think they start at 7, not 6:30. So at halftime, 28-7 in favor of Sparta. Sparta leads West Milford by 21. If that score holds, Sparta will win the Patriot Red. And then that game next week is going to just have to be about playoff seeding. And here's the thing. West Milford is not in a pretty position. With the loss against Nutley last week, they dropped to 13th, I believe. 13th or 14th? 13th in the group. If this stays, they'll probably drop to around 15, which means there's going to be a lot of pressure as that handoff goes up the middle for them to win against Vernon next week. So Vernon, that will pick up the first down. But we will continue to get
just across the 30.
Updates on that Sparta game as it goes on, although it looks like that game will not be final before this game does. Although you never know with overtime and everything else. In the final minute of play. As when you talk about kicking, we were talking about kicking, Vizzini has missed 1 extra point this year. So if they go down and score, that's a possibility. 40 seconds and change. Kowalski stands in, throws over the middle. Gene took a massive hit. Gene dropped the ball and took a massive hit.
By number 56,
Shades of Stevens and Correa back in the 03 Stanley Cup final. I understand this is football, but it's that kind of hit. That was a massive hit, and good credit on the powerful triple sport guy. I mean, this guy, he does everything. He's for those that don't watch all the other sports, he's taking hits in the slot as a receiver. He's in front of the net as a basketball player to rebound. He's the big rebounder. And also,
second down for Vernon.
He's in front of the net going up to spike balls for volleyball. He takes a lot of physicality, and he showed it there. Goes right over to Gene. Gene breaks a couple tackles, spins, and is taken hard again.
And it's Vanderwert.
Vanderwert, who has had his moments in this game, makes a great tackle on Josh Gene.
20 seconds
it will
left
be
in the quarter.
third down for the tough as nails wide receivers offense. They may not snap another play.
Spotting it at the 36.
See if they run another play here. 3 seconds, 2, 1. That's it for the third quarter. We go to the final quarter of play. The Vikings trail by 6. They have the football on a 3rd and 6. And this place is starting to get very loud. We'll be back for the final quarter here on Big State Sports. Lancers by 6.
Go ahead, take a deep breath. Oh, nice, huh? That's some clean, fresh air at the perfect temperature.
That is good. Who installed the system?
ICS. They're the leaders in HVAC. They make the ductwork at their own factory, so we even save some money.
That's impressive. You recommend them?
It's ICS for HVAC.
I see why.
Hey, Lorraine, go get a big plastic bag.
Welcome back to Big State Sports. We were mentioning Ramsey earlier. Ramsey is down 16-0 at the half to the defending champions, Westwood. I don't know, depending on how the schedule goes. They did lose to Pascack Valley. And if Pascack Valley ends up beating Old Tappan, that probably looks better for Westwood. If they get help from them and also win out, they might be looking at possibly a 1 seed. It'll be the 3rd straight year with a 1 seed for the Cardinals. But we'll have to see. That's why we play the games. Start of the 4th quarter. It's a must-win. Vikings, this is a playoff game basically for them. Because you lose, you're essentially out. And a quarterback keeper to the outside. Aiden Karwoski. He will not get there. He'll get a short bundle of yards. And it will make a 4th down for Vernon, and looks like they will punt. And from the last 2 weeks, what you're going to want from Lakeland is ball movement in a methodical way. They scored their last touchdown as Arbor Rogova sprints off the field. They scored their last touchdown off a 1-yard quarterback keeper by Colin Sabrick, who has scored a touchdown with his legs in the last 3 games. In fact, he scored 2 rushing touchdowns 2 weeks ago against West Milford and also a week ago against Ramsey. That is down around the 30-yard line. And now that is where Lakeland's offense starts. And this Lakeland drive, which is brought to you by Mountain Creek Water Park in Sussex County, New Jersey.
If you have lost a wallet, we do have it.
MountainCreek.com, NJ's most unique water park. As Lakeland will engineer an offensive drive and try to kill clock as well. Sabrick in the gun. Sabrick, handoff, it is Jeremy Hernandez. Past the 30-yard line, and about a 1-2 yard gain for Lakeland, but that will move clock for Jeremy Hernandez, a guy that is going to get a lot of touches next week against the exotic front of Passaic Valley. We will have that game on Big State Sports right here in Wanacue, where Lakeland likely still will be having a chance that if they do win this game, they control their destiny. We'll see where the OSI puts them after Sunday, but they should control their own destiny. Sabrick throws over the middle. It's Chapman with his 10th catch of the game. Even the PA guy is saying, who else? And a flag comes running in. Get your detergent. We got laundry on the field. Let's see what the flag's about.
That'll be a face mask on the Vikings.
It is a face mask on Vernon, and everything's coming Lakeland.
For Lakeland.
Vernon is enduring a 3-game losing streak. Lakeland a 2-game losing streak. Lakeland has only lost once at home. Their last win was at home. Vernon has lost all games on the road, and all road games in the regular season will all count as a loss if they do lose this football game, referees conferring, because their last regular season game will be at home. And with no consolation playoffs this year, that would likely be their final game regardless.
The ball will be spotted at the 46.
Ball is at the Lancer 46-yard line. They are 5 yards away from getting into Vernon territory. Sabrick in the gun. Oh, Hernandez in the backfield. You'd think maybe they give the ball to him, but it is Sabrick rolling out. Sabrick throws in the run. It is a short hopper. Vernon says interception, but referee was saying incomplete. From my vantage point, the referee was saying, yep, incomplete, incomplete. But both feet were out of bounds when he caught the football. He caught it. He caught the ball, but both feet were out of bounds. Sabrick rolls out. And a beautiful diving catch by one of the most athletic players on the team, Matt Bauman. But Bauman's feet were both out of bounds. So Lakeland, sure about that, did not want to turn the ball over when you're trying to drive the clock. Handoff outside inside. Joey Hands gets into Viking territory. It will be third and manageable for Lakeland. I don't think you're in a good spot, though, if you're Lakeland, to go for it on fourth down. I think you punt if you don't get the first down here. But they are getting the ball into a more favorable position, at least a better position if they are to punt, to pin the Vikings, who trail by 6. But Lakeland wants to be able to breathe easy by the time we get to the final minute of play. That's what they're looking for. You got to play the whole game. Sabrick stands in. He'll roll out. He's pressured. Sabrick has to get rid of it. He carries the football. He is short of the marker as he was pursued doggedly by Gavin Wilczewski, who looked like he was going to get a strip sack, but he tucked the ball. It will be 4th and a yard.
Put it down as a 4th and 3.
4th and 3 now they adjust it. Initially, the referee had it at 4th and inches. It's 4th and 3. 9:05 and change. Wonder if they're trying to draw Vernon off. Maybe they call a timeout and put the punting unit in. Lakeland does only have 2 timeouts left, though. It looks like right now they're trying to draw the Vikings off. Clock comes within 8:50. 4th and 3. Sabrick in the gun. Sabrick is going to call his own number, a quarterback keeper. He surges close to the marker. It looks like he did not get it. He did not get it. And the Vikings, a literal toe tackle, stop Colin Sabrick and get the football not too far from midfield. This Colin Sabrick play, they had the block initially, but getting off his block beautifully was Cyrus Castagna. He just pulls him back before Sabrick was able to surge, and now Vernon, with 8:42, can come away with a game-tying or even game-winning drive. But for Vernon, I think you want to use a lot of clock, because Lakeland, if they trail by 1, I think Lakeland is going to try to use everything in their power to be able to win this game with no time left and not giving the Vikings the ball. Kowalski throws over to Gene. Gene tries to get by a man. He gets a couple of good positive yards, but then he's taken down. Aiden Thacker with the hit, and it will be 2nd down and manageable for Vernon. Clock is within 8:20 to go in regulation. Lakeland 13, Vernon 7. Both teams playing for their playoff lives. Lakeland still is in playoff contention with a loss, but they need a win next week and a myriad of teams to lose.
Kowalski gives for Benson.
Handoff up the middle, Benson. He is stuffed by a big red wall. Nowhere to go. It is 3rd down, and Lakeland would oblige the Vikings to run the football because it runs the clock more. And if you run the football to get the correct formation, it takes time to get it in. And clock is the friend of the Lancers right now. Lakeland 13. Vernon Vikings 7. 3rd and 6 under 7:30 left. Kowalski. Karwoski gets the screen. It's Bellman, and he picks up a first down for Vernon. They had to have it. Bellman puts the Vikings into the abatefence.com red zone. And those that have traveled here from Vernon are loving it. Living up to that McDonald's slogan. Karwoski looks out at the sideline. We're under 7 minutes left. Lakeland's been in this situation before. Last 2 weeks. 1 possession games, all of them. Handoff to Benson. Vernon has not been in a 1 possession game since their win at home against Parsippany Hills. Benson does not get much, and we're under 6:30 left. They're back in the 3rd quarter in Sparta. Highlanders have the ball, trailing by 21 in that game. Karwoski in the gun. Karwoski on 2nd and 7. It was a 3-yard gain. Fakes the handoff. He's got Gene. Josh Gene. First down, Vikings. To the 25-yard line. And Vernon is marching the football. They're going to want to use as much clock as possible. Lakeland does not want to see this story again. Deja vu on what has happened in the last 2 weeks. Karwoski hurries up to the line, and they've seemed to actually handle Lakeland well through the air. They did have that 1 big run, 2 big runs on the same drive, back-to-back. But besides that, the Lancers have taken care of the ground game by Vernon. We're under 5:30 left.
Karwoski, handoff, Benson.
Handoff, it's Benson. Benson is stood up by that big red wall. Vanderwert led the rush. And Lakeland makes a great play. Vernon has all 3 timeouts. Lakeland have 2.
Vanderwert involved as well. 2nd down.
We are approaching under 5 minutes left. The 5-minute mark, which is presented by the Glenwood. Karwoski and Gene
5 minutes to go.
over to the sideline to figure out what they're at. Gene is working on Thacker. Karwoski in the gun. Benson is in the backfield. Motion there by Vizzini. Rolling out is Karwoski. He's pressured. Karwoski throws short. It is caught, but landing out of bounds is Matt Bauman.
Bauman at the 20.
Clock continues to run. 3rd down for Vernon.
3rd down.
I wouldn't say they're in Vizzini's territory yet. He did attempt a 36-yarder. Right now, the ball at the 23. So that would be a 40-yard kick. No. They would need, I think, about 5 to 6 yards to feel comfortable to be in his range. Handoff to the outside. Benson is stacked after about a couple yards in the gain. Neo Lee makes the stop. It's 4th down, under 3:40 to go in regulation. Brian Scott, Nikki Simons, Peter Fivefoot with you. We're glad you're watching this crazy conclusion. Well, Vernon, it's been a long time coming. It's been 4 weeks since they've been in a 1-possession game. For Lakeland, this could not feel like a more familiar place. 1-possession games, in it through the final minute. And remember, in both of their losses, they did get the football back with a chance to tie it. A kickoff that was run down 2 weeks ago. And Dave Larson for Ramsey picking off Colin Sabrick to complete the clawback. A 4th down end around. A reverse. Did Benson get there? He is brought down short. Just short of the 1st down line. Now the referees are saying that he may have gotten enough. They may have to bring the yard markers out. Because he was going forwards, then he went back behind the initial line of scrimmage. We'll have to see forward progress. Because we had one sideline erupt and another sideline erupt, both positive. So one team thinks he got it, one team thinks that he did not get it. And now the Vikings are moving backwards, and they are going to bring the yard markers out to the length of the football. 2:56 left. If this stands, the ball is going to be around the 15-yard line. And the Vikings got it. The Vikings got the nose of the football. And for Lakeland, it's been everything. It's been 2 weeks ago. It was 3rd and 5 with the quarterback. It was 4th and 27.
Vernon gets the first down.
And against Vernon right now, it's the nose of a football, and Lakeland would have had a chance to get a couple first downs and win the game. Instead, Vernon down by 6 has the ball and will have a chance to tie it and with an extra point by Vizzini, win it. Or have a chance to win it. Hand off Benson up the gut. Benson is stuffed. No turnovers in this game unless you count the block kick. I wouldn't really count that a it's not a prototypical turnover. But if you count that, then I guess you could count that a turnover. 2nd and 8, under 2:20 left. Last 2 games, Lakeland has lost under 1 minute in regulation time. Karwoski goes over to the sideline. 8:30 left in the 3rd quarter in West Milford. The Highlanders still trail by 21. Sparta trying to win the Patriot Red. Karwoski goes over to Grundy, and he makes the catch. Dean Grundy nowhere to go, but he is hit hard. And Darilla makes the hit, and it is another 3rd down for the Vernon offense. And we are approaching 90 seconds left in the football game. So Vernon is using as much time as possible. You wonder when they start to go at the end zone. Dean Grundy with the catch. 13-7, Lakeland by 6. Nail-biting time if you're from Wanacue. I don't even think 000s. I think Lakeland is not going to accept this unless the referees are pulling Lancers off the field. You know how badly they want to win with the ways that have happened, and that's high school football for you. And what a game this has been.
Minute left in the 4th quarter.
Lakeland football has been a roller coaster ride. You've had everything. You've had the blowouts. You've had getting blown out. You've had clawbacks as the Vikings will take a timeout. And we're going to take a quick timeout here on Big State Sports. We'll be right back for the conclusion.
Hi, my name is Andrew Shaka. I'm one of the owners here at New Jersey Siding and Windows. We are a family-owned residential remodel firm. Everything we offer here is quality and comes with great warranties. If it's a residential home, there's no home too big for us to work on.
Have you or someone you love been seriously injured? The personal injury lawyers of Einhorn, Barbarito, Frost, Botwinick, Nunn, and Musmano can help you seek compensation to ease the road of recovery ahead. To learn more, visit us at einhornlawyers.com. Einhorn Barbarito, with you every step of the way.
Welcome back to Big State Sports. You are not on the wrong broadcast. I know it feels like it was a week ago or 2 weeks ago. It's the same story. Less than a minute to go. Lakeland has a lead, but it's late, and the other team is driving in their territory. They are in the red zone. The Vikings are. Vernon, win, and you have somewhat of a chance to make the playoffs. Lose, you'll probably be out. So this is a playoff game for Vernon. If Lakeland loses this game, they're not out, but they need to win next week, and they need about 4 to 5 teams led by Mawa to lose. Karwoski throws it in the end zone. It is caught. Touchdown, Vikings! Vikings. The game is tied with 44 seconds left, and it's deja vu in Wanacue. This is the third straight week this has happened for Lakeland. And you talk about a throw and a catch, and it's the tailback. No, yes. The tailback receiver, the kicker, Vizzini. And he who just tied the game with a touchdown catch can give Vernon the lead. With 44 seconds left, if not, we're tied. In the last games, there have been missed kicks. The kick is right down Broadway, and the Vikings have their first lead with 44 seconds left. It's not over. It's not over. The Lakeland Lancers have 2 timeouts. They're getting the ball at home, but down by 1. 44 seconds left. Vernon 14. Lakeland 13. Well, this is what you hope for if you're a Lancers fan. You have a chance to get the football and a game-winning drive. Last week, they had no time. They had more time, but the momentum was shot because of the clawback. The momentum kind of here was shot as well, but the game was tied. Vernon had been able to move the football. Lakeland never felt like they were behind Ramsey, but then the clawback. And then there was an issue with the return. Not understanding where to spot the ball in the return. For the Vikings, they got to get some good defensive plays here and guard the pass. It is not fair caught like last week. Reverses, tries to get to the 25. They wanted a big return. They did not get much. So they get to the 25-yard line. They only trail by 1, just like last week. Last week, the final was 29-28. It is 14-13 Vernon Vikings.
Ball will actually be at the 31.
Ball is at the 31-yard line. And especially if Vernon holds on, what a heck of a game they're going to have against West Milford, especially if that Sparta score holds, which means both those teams are going to be gunning for a win. But Lakeland still has a chance. Sabre going to go around. He has Aiden Thacker. Thacker down the 30. Thacker to the 20. 10, 5, touchdown! Lakeland! Aiden Thacker! He scores a touchdown. A flag on the play, but Lakeland scores, and Aiden Thacker has done it. His first touchdown. But I think that flag was on. I know there's a flag, but on unsportsmanlike conduct, I think. I'm almost positive that's a touchdown. Yes, it's a flag on unsportsmanlike. That's going to matter at the kickoff. But Aiden Thacker had not scored a touchdown since the game winner against the Caldwell Chiefs that put him in to the sectional final against Bernards. And he has a touchdown with 29 seconds left. It's rapturous here in Lakeland. To quote the great Larry Munson, I think I just broke my chair. They're going for 2. It's a 5-point lead. Trying to get up by 7. Sabrick rolls out. Colin Sabrick has to dive into the end zone. He's in. 2-point conversion. And Lakeland has a 7-point lead with 29 seconds left. They put the flag on the extra point. It doesn't matter. Lakeland scores, and the Lancers needed this. This place was quiet. Bedlam in Wanacue. Aiden Thacker has waited for that moment since the beauty at Bunnell.
Vikings will have 29 seconds.
This game is not over, though. No shot. Not with Vernon having 3 timeouts. I can't believe it. You talk about heart. You talk about resilience. and getting a big play. And my producer, Brian Scott, him and his brother do a lot of Essex County games and close to Essex County games, knows well about the speed and athleticism that Lakeland's next opponent has, Passaic Valley. You are going to have to get that big play, that athletic play, against a team like the Hornets. Brian is nodding. He absolutely knows that. So how about get that to the house? Aiden Thacker. Oh, they are going to put the flag on the kickoff. I thought they put the flag on the extra point. So this has to be a booming kick for Lakeland because the unsportsmanlike conduct, which was on Aiden Thacker, it's why a lot of people down here were like, oh, no, they might negate the touchdown. I saw immediately when he spun the football, the flag came out. So I knew that was unsportsmanlike conduct, but I assumed they were going to bring it at first on the kick, then on the extra point. This has to be a Lansing kick. It is a Lansing kick. It's taken at the 10, to the 20, to the 25, to the 30. And he has run down to the 30, but they're going to get yardage. Remember, they're going to get good yardage because they ran that. They need a touchdown and an extra point to tie the game. But Aiden Thacker, with 29 seconds left, have given Lakeland the lead. And the Lancers, as they always have done since this game against Dover, where they blew out the Tigers, have proceeded to waste away my voice. And I got to drink a lot of tea tonight. Got to drink a lot of tea tonight with a huge game for me coming up in Sparta between the Pope John Lions and the St. Joseph Montvale Regional Green Knights. We have a timeout taken by Lakeland. We'll take our final timeout here on Big State Sports. You have one classic game here in Wanacue, and the conclusion.
For years, it had been the same routine, working all night. Ah, those beautiful faces. I wanted more, for me, for them.
Welcome back to Big State Sports from our Academy Orthopedic Player of the Game coming up later. 20 minutes from here, Kinnelon down 36-0. 1 minute to go in the third. They're already in stoppage time and running clock as Gene gets the ball for a first down and he's out of bounds. So that game is a blowout right now. Bulldogs are blowing out the Colts. It's still 28-7 with 3:50 left in the third for Sparta. That's a quasi blowout. The game in Kinnelon is a blowout. This is not. This has been magic. This has been everything you want in Lakeland football, and they've had it all. Blew them out they had a blowout week 0. Had a back-and-forth game in week 1. Then another blowout. Dropped 50 points on Jefferson. Then got blown out by West Essex. Then another blowout against Dover. And these last 3 games have been 1 possessions, and we're not over yet. It is Gene. Gene cuts up. He stays in bounds. They have to get to the line. They have to get to the line, but there's a timeout immediately taken by the Vikings. Timeout Vernon, 8 seconds left. They have maybe 2 plays. Let's telegraph those. So yes, they have running time, but in this game, we haven't gotten anywhere close to running time. The Vikings have used their final, do have 1 timeout. PA said that they had no timeouts left, but we were correct with our screen. 1 timeout left. So Vernon can go over to the middle of the field. They call a timeout immediately. You have a middle of the field throw if it comes quick. A sideline out if he immediately gets out. And 1 last throw maybe. Maybe 3 plays. At most 2, possibly 1, depending on how much this quarterback takes. Aiden Karwoski, who stands in the gun. We got some great games tomorrow. We got a rematch of the state championship in non-public A Del Barton and Bergen Catholic.
Karwoski takes the snap.
Karwoski stands in. He gets out. Karwoski throws. It is caught to the 30. Timeout. Vernon, this is the ball game.
And there will be a timeout.
Vizzini, who scored the touchdown that at the point looked like it was going to win them the game, and Vernon's going to have another play. One final play, a shot to the end zone. And if they score, here's the question. If they score, do you kick an extra point, go to overtime? Or do you do what Ramsey did with no time left and hit a 2-point conversion to win the ball game? That's what Ramsey did. Let's see. Vikings calling this. And we'll call our friends at Open Road Mazda of Morristown, ICS, Academy Orthopedic, Performance Trophy and Medals. Those are our post-game sponsors. AbateFence.com, MountainCreek.com, Simpson Roofing, Central Supply, The Glenwood, Il Palazzo Restaurant and Catering, and Sam's Bar and Grill. We will have Academy Orthopedic Player of the Game right after the conclusion of the game, which could conclude now. We could have overtime. They could try a 2-point conversion. If they get in, they've got to get in. That's why Lakeland's 2-point conversion was so big. Here's your ball game. Karwoski stands in. Steps up, and this is going to be your football game right here. Karwoski's pressured, throws a Hail Mary, it rainbows, it is caught, and he is taken down short of the end zone. The Lakeland Lancers win! Lakeland wins! They control their destiny, and they will host the Hornets next week with a chance to go to the playoffs. Vernon is eliminated, and Vizzini was a yard short. Mike Jones, you think about the tackle in Super Bowl 34, but Aiden Thacker makes the tackle. He is our Academy Orthopedic Player of the Game for Brian Scott. Nikki Simons. This is Peter 5 Foot. What a night it has been in Wanacue. Enjoy the rest of the games on Big State Sports. I know Brian will be in St. Joseph Metuchen tomorrow. If you want to catch me in Sparta between Pope John and St. Joseph Montvale, led by the #1 quarterback in the state, Lamar Best. Good night from Wanacue. And Peter 5 Foot saying, happy football, everybody, from Big State Sports. The only team that's played a non-SFC team. Pump fake. Sabrick stands in. Here's the blitz. Sabrick throws. Has a man. Chapman incomplete. Off his hands, but he heard the footsteps as there was great coverage by Luca Vizzini. Backfield. Man in the slot, it's Vizzini, who also kicks. Karwoski takes, throws a go-round over the middle of the field. It's caught! First down, Vikings to the 20. Matt Bauman. Blocked. It is blocked. And Lakeland is going back for it. And they are going to be taken down right around the 45 of Lakeland. The Lancers get a great break. And in this week, he blocks a kick. Great special teams. Sabrick fakes it. Read option. Calls his own number. Goes up the middle. Steamrolls. Lowers the shoulder. Here comes the boom. And what a play. The Dover Tigers. Comes out to the bench and a handoff. It's Hernandez. Gets a great block. Jeremy Hernandez inside the 20. And there's Lakeland into the red zone. And Vizzini, who had the kick blocked. Gun. 3rd and 5, 2:31 to go in the first quarter. Sabrick stands in, one-on-one coverage, looking for Chapman. What a catch! Touchdown, Lakeland! Oh my heavens! What a catch! And the Lancers strike. Karwoski stands in, spins again. Karwoski is sacked. Brody McCormick got there. Another one of these big defensive leaders. This looks pass. Play action fake. It's quarterback keeper. Colin Sabrick is very close to the marker, and he will pick up the first down just enough. Tries to reverse field, breaks another tackle. Chapman gets a block. Chapman gets to the 30, to the 35, to the 40. He's taken close to the 45. First down, Lakeland. Let's see that again, Brian Scott. What a play by Cam Chapman. Colin Sabrick gets the snap under 3 minutes left in the half. Sabrick rolls out. He's pressured by two Vikings. Tries to reverse field. He is sacked. Another sack for Vernon. And Mason Rivera gets it. Thoreau booms this ball, and it is off the hands of Vernon, and it is recovered by the Vikings. Looked like it might have went for the division title against Old Japan next week. Handoff up the gut. It's a break down the sideline. Benson again has one man into the 30, and he's taken down inside the 25. Benson, what a run. Pass and run. They go with an end around, and he is going to walk into the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings! Thomas Benson, an extra point away from the tie. As we said, shut out Parsippany Hills in Vernon. And the snap is fumbled. It is taken by the Vikings and dropped immediately. Lakeland, I believe maybe 8. No, I'll have to look at that after the game. Sabrick stands in the pocket. Sabrick pumps. Sabrick is pressured, gets away from a man. Colin Sabrick runs to the sticks and gets the first down. What a run by Colin Sabrick. Let's check a replay. Colin Sabrick in the red zone at the Vernon 15-yard line. Vikings haven't been able to stop him so far. Pump fakes, throws it into the end zone, double coverage. It is batted down. The safety that came back for the Vikings. And that was... And Chapman is there. Here's Sabrick stepping up, pump fake. He's blitzed. Sabrick takes a hit, throws in the end zone looking for Chapman. He made the catch short of the end zone, but it's a first down. The 9th catch for Chapman. Oh, Hernandez in the backfield. You'd think maybe they give the ball to him, but it is Sabrick rolling out. Sabrick throws in the run. It is a short hopper. Vernon says interception, but referee was within 850. 4th and 3. Sabrick in the gun. Sabrick is going to call his own number, a quarterback keeper. He surges close to the marker. It looks like he did not get it. He did not get it. And the Vikings. Karwoski on 2nd and 7. It was a 3-yard gain. Fakes the handoff. He's got Gene. Josh Gene. First down, Vikings. To the 25-yard. Third quarter in West Milford. The Highlanders still trail by 21. Sparta trying to win the Patriot Red. Karwoski goes over to Grundy, and he makes the catch. Dean Grundy nowhere to go, but he is hit hard. And they need about 4 to 5 teams, led by Mawa to lose. Karwoski throws it in the end zone. It is caught. Touchdown, Vikings! The game is tied with 44. They're going to go around. He has Aiden Thacker. Thacker down the 30. Thacker to the 20. 10, 5. Touchdown! Lakeland! Aiden Thacker. He scores a touchdown. A flag on the play. Sabrick rolls out. Colin Sabrick has to dive into the end zone. He's in. 2-point conversion. And Lakeland has a 7-point lead with 29 seconds left. They put the flag on the extra point. It does. Throws a Hail Mary. It rainbows. It is caught. And he is taken down short of the end zone. The Lakeland Lancers win. Lakeland wins. They control.